Hello everybody, welcome back to RemsCreations Take and Make Teen Craft with the San Diego Public Library. This is Miss Remy and I am thrilled to show you guys how to make this edible birdhouse, perfect for San Diego's sunny weather. So hopefully if you're watching this video, you've already signed up and picked up your kit. If not, that's okay, you just need the following supplies. So you'll need a wooden birdhouse, a foam brush, bird seeds, and other edible decorations. Just make sure they're all natural and safe for birds to eat, like dried fruits, seeds, and nuts. We'll be making an edible glue, which has 1 gelatin packet, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup, and lastly about 3/4 to 1½ cup of flour. You'll also need 1/4 to ½ a cup of hot water, some kind of tray or plate to place under your work area, a small mixing bowl, a fork or spatula to mix with, and lastly some paper towels to help clean and wipe your hands during the craft. There is an optional thing you can do here to spruce up your birdhouse and make it more attractive and colorful. Take a nice walk outside and get some sun. Enjoy the San Diego's beautiful weather. During this walk, gather some small pine cones, some pine stalks, or those sweet gum tree balls with the little cute spikes in it, and you could use that to decorate your birdhouse. Alright, so once you have all of these supplies, let's get started. So in your kit includes a wooden birdhouse, so that needs to be assembled. So determine which birdhouse style that you have by finding the panel with a bird hole. So it's either 1, 2, or 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is put together the front, back, and the 2 side walls first. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and put the bottom panel next. And lastly, tie the ribbon on the roof before attaching it to the rest of the birdhouse. So you're going to do the front, back, side walls, and then attach the bottom, and lastly the roof. So wooden panels are fragile, so please be gentle with them. Ask an adult for help if you need it. And at the very last, you have an option to use wood glue to permanently adhere and solidify the birdhouse. Just make sure to let it completely dry before continuing. So here once again you have the 3 birdhouse. So once you've assembled it, it should look as one of these. So here I happen to have style number 2. I'm going to go ahead, separate, and figure out where each piece is. So here's the front, the roof, the side walls, the bottom, and the back. So I'm going to go ahead and just assemble this and fast forward. So next we will be making our edible glue. We're going to start off with our gelatin packet. We're going to go ahead, open that up, and we're going to pour the entire content into our bowl. And next we're going to add our hot water. We're going to start off at about 1/4 cup. We're going to mix and make sure it fully dissolves. Next, we're going to add our corn syrup, where you're going to need 3 tablespoons, or if you have the kit, the entire content of the little cup. We're going to make sure we mix that. Next, we're going to add in our flour. So a little bit at a time. In your little kit, it should include 3/4 cup of flour. So just mix that really well. Make sure there's no clumps. If your glue is too wet, go ahead, add more flour. So in my case, I added about another 1/4 cup just because it was too wet. If yours is too thick, add more hot water. You want it to have like a thick glue consistency, almost like pancake batter. So it's time to decorate. You'll need your tray or some kind of plate to work under. And you have your variety of bird seed including in the kit. You have your bird seed, oatmeal, dried coconut, some breadcrumbs, and pepita seeds. I also grabbed some pine cones along my walk this morning, so I want to add those at the end. So as for me, I decided to do my design on the front later on. And I'm going to do all bird seeds on the rest of the panel. So you're going to start first on the roof. So you're going to work from the top going down. You're going to make sure to push the string inside so it doesn't get in the way. You're going to apply a thick layer of edible glue, just like so, making sure all the surfaces are covered. Make sure there's no uneven layer of edible glue or any empty spots, because it's a lot harder to add more glue once you've already sprinkled some bird seeds on there. So it's just easier to make sure everything is completely covered with your edible glue. It does help if you have another bowl or cup to pour in your bird food, just so that's easier to pick up and sprinkle onto your birdhouse. Make sure to pat down or shake off the excess seed each time you start on a new panel. You're going to repeat the same exact thing on the other 4 walls, so the front, the back, and the 2 side walls. Unless you have a design in mind that you want to do, then you just go ahead and lay down your design and pat it down. I like to also clean my tray each time I start on a new side panel, just so that it's not so messy and you get to reuse and save any leftover seeds that fall off. So here I am doing my design in the front. I'm making sure I have an even layer of my edible glue. I decided to use my dried coconuts and put it around the little bird hole, and making sure also to pat it down and making sure it sticks onto the glue. I'm going to add another layer on there just so that it's thick. Now that's up to you how you want to do your design. You could do like a stripe design, you could do along the edges border, you could put like little nuts or dried berries on there. It's truly up to you. So for me, I'm also going to add pepita seeds as a border along the edges of my little birdhouse front door. So here it is, the final product. It's still wet, so I'm carefully holding it. You're going to wait and let it dry completely before adding on any of your non-edible decorations. And depending on what you have, you're going to use some kind of glue or hot glue gun or some kind of ribbon to tie your decorations. I hope you've enjoyed making your edible birdhouse. I'm sure the birds will love what you created for them. Thanks so much for joining in on RemsCreations Take and Make Teen Craft with the San Diego Public Library. This is held every second Wednesday of the month. Sign up online on their calendar of events page at www.sandiego.librarymarket.com to receive your kit while supplies last, so do not wait because it does run out fast. You can pick it up at any of the 20 pickup locations nearest you. Join us next month for the Secret Book Craft on March 10th at 4 p.m. in a live Zoom tutorial where you get to participate and ask questions while making your craft. All right, I'll see you next month.